Hi, my name is Candace Dominique, and I'm introducing you guys to my new YouTube channel, My Naked Truth. Hey guys, this is your girl, Candace Dominique, back again with yet another video. Thank you for everybody that has already subscribed, and if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, like, and share this channel. Okay guys, so I always get the question, because I have had two, not one, but two failed marriages. My first marriage was with my high school sweetheart, and then my second marriage with my best friend. Both long-term relationships. And I always get the question, am I gonna do it again? Like, are you gonna get married again? Like, would you get married again? Or why would you get married again? And the answer is most definitely yes. Yes, I'm definitely gonna get married again. Let my sister tell it, shoot, try it till it's thick. It's gonna eventually work. But I've taken so much good stuff from the bad, and I've learned so much about myself with the separations. I've learned so much about me being toxic, some of the things that I did in a relationship that were toxic that, you know that I don't want to take into another situation. Communication is always key. I think that both people should be on the same wave or the same level of communication, because that can tear up a relationship. Not being able to talk to your spouse, or not being able to talk to your partner, or them just not understanding you or taking the time to understand you. Like, even if you don't understand somebody, if you're not willing to take the time to say, okay, so I don't understand, but I'm willing to listen, I'm willing to try and understand, that can go a long way. And I think with me, I think I might have said this before in another video, hurt people. And I think by us not communicating, in both relationships, us not communicating, that tore us apart. Another thing that kind of, like, I had a conversation with a client earlier today, and also with a few friends. We talked about it, a couple of times. When it comes to intimacy, you gotta stop asking for what you're not willing to put out. You gotta stop expecting people to meet you somewhere you ain't even trying to go. And when I say that, when I'm talking about intimacy, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of pushback on this one, but it is what it is. I'm gonna say what I want to say because it's my channel. But we always ask men to be faithful and to be honest. Then when they honest, we tearing their heads off for being honest. We ask them to be faithful, and I'm saying we. I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about y'all, cause I ain't saying me. I'm talking about y'all. But then y'all tell dudes, like, be faithful, but then you act like having sex is a job. You act like being intimate with your husband is a job, or you act like, what I'm saying, like, you want her to be faithful, but you don't never want to have sex, or you don't want to put out, or you don't want to try new things. Like, you can't be asking somebody to be faithful and you're not even trying to fulfill them in the areas that they need. And that's the same thing with men. Like, some of us have high sex drive. You can't be wanting a woman to just want to do missionary all the time, or just want to be just in the bed all the time, and just, y'all can't want nobody to want that and want them to just want to be home up underneath you all the time, because that's not how that works. Like, you got to bring something else to the table. And we talking about this because I think we talk so much about the hurt side of relationships and the things that come out of that. And I just think, like, I have so many people ask me so many questions. So we gonna dig into this, and we gonna get back to the other stuff. But we gonna talk about this too, because a lot of this stuff leads to those things. A lot of this stuff right here leads to the mental abuse and the verbal abuse. It leads to those things. I think in my first marriage, my husband, like I said, he was a habitual cheater. And it was just because he was my first. So, of course, I wasn't experienced. So a lot of the girls that he cheated on me with were what we call, the around the way girl, or the hoe. She the hoe, not I the hoe, but she the hoe. But I think, a lot of our relationship issues was because I just wasn't experienced in those areas, or he didn't tell me what he wanted, or I didn't know what he wanted, and or he just wasn't willing to show me what he wanted. So that's where we fell short. And in my second marriage, I think with me, my sex drive has been so high. It was just, I was like on go mode. Let's go, let's go. In the beginning, it wasn't like that for him. In the beginning, he wasn't really with the let's have sex all the time. He wasn't with that. And when I started to adapt to how he was, then he started to want to be on go mode all the time. To now, I'm like, I don't really want to be bothered. Like, I'm good. I don't want to be bothered. Because when I was trying to be bothered, you ain't want to be bothered. You know what I'm saying? So that was me being toxic. That was me saying, okay, now he finally trying to meet me here. And now I'm there, and I'm just like, I'm good. Like, I don't want to be bothered. Because with me, like, when I'm on, I'm on. And when I'm off, I'm off. So I feel like we can't be in a relationship on both ends. On the male side and on the female side. Don't ask for what you're not willing to put out. And don't expect, men, don't expect a woman to, y'all want us to work, come home, cook, clean, take care of the kids, and put it down. Yeah, I mean, if you're not willing to do all those things that you asking your wife to do, if you're not willing to do all those things, don't expect so much of her. And then same thing, with a woman, like if he out and he busting tail to make sure that he taking care of you, that you well taken care of, and you don't need and you don't want for nothing, the least you can do is make sure he taking care of it in those departments. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many women out here, like, some of y'all be feeling like y'all ready to be single, or like, I don't need no man, or this, that, and the third. Yeah, being independent is cool. It's cool until it's not cool. I'm gonna say that. Being a single mom is cool until it's not cool. I can honestly say, like, I kind of enjoy not being in relationships, some parts of it. It's because it's like I've learned so much about my kids. I've learned so much about myself. It's because, when you're in a relationship, it's always taking care of the family, or making sure the kids is straight, or making sure your husband is straight, to where you put yourself on the back burner, and you just forget about what you like to do, or you forget about who you are because you got so wrapped up in the relationship that you, like, one day you wake up and you like, dang, you know what I ain't done in a long time, or dang, what do I like to do? That was like one of the hardest questions for me after the separation, was like, what you like to do? And I'm sitting there like, damn, what do I like to do? Because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I know I like the beach, but I know my husband didn't like the sand. I like to go hiking. My husband don't really like to be outside like that. So, those are some of the things that I stopped doing. Even when it came down to how I dressed, like, before we started dating, you couldn't catch me in those sneakers, except if I was working out somewhere, and then in the relationship, that was too sexy for him, or that would draw too much attention for him. So I stopped doing those things. So then now I'm like the queen of the sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always got sneakers on. But it was just so many things about myself that I let go, or I stopped doing, to accommodate the relationship. And if you have to stop being you to have a successful relationship, that is not the relationship for you. If you cannot be 110% yourself with your spouse, with your significant other, with your boo thing, with the bae, if you cannot be who you are all day, every day, with no compromise, I say run. I say run. One day you're going to wake up and you're not going to know who you are. One day you might wake up and you're just going to resent this person because all the things that you loved about yourself, you can't even find them no more. You done packed them away in a box and lost it. So my best advice for a relationship, like even now with me, is just like, I'm all about the vibe. Like, what's the vibe I'm getting from this? How does person make me feel? Or can I be me? Like, I refuse to be in a relationship that I can't be me. If I can't say how I feel and you get it or you understand, it's not gonna work for me. It's just not gonna work for me. It's some things that I like. I'm willing to just be like, you gotta know. I always tell my friends, like, you gotta know what you're willing to deal with in a relationship. Everybody come with something. Dudes, they come with shit that you be like, the fuck. Same thing with females. You be looking like, why the fuck she do that? But when the good outweigh the bad, or it's just something that's minor, something that can be looked past. Like, I hate to hear people chew. That shit drive me crazy. But that's something I'm gonna have to just deal with. I'm gonna have to deal with it. He chew with his mouth open, like he ain't got no manners. That might be something I have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Or he snore. Let me go to sleep first. You know what I'm saying? It's just some things you're gonna have to compromise on in a relationship. But don't compromise on who you are. Don't compromise on, I like to go hiking and he don't like to be outside. Babe, I'm going hiking. I'm going to see you later. I'm going to see you when I get back. Don't compromise on, he don't like the sand. But we going to go to the beach and you stay in the beach house, or don't come. But don't stop being you to accommodate somebody so much that you lose yourself. That's like one of the best, that's it right there. That's the best advice you can get, right? Don't compromise who you are to accommodate somebody else. It's like with every relationship, you're going to learn something new. You're going to learn something different. And I think it's a great thing to be with your spouse or be with your significant other, best friend, boyfriend, whatever y'all call yourself nowadays. It's good to be with them and be willing to learn, or to willing to learn them, to be willing to learn who they are, what they like, what they love, and to be a part of their world. It's hard to be in a relationship and your counterpart don't even want to be a part of your world. They don't want to know what's going on in your world. That's your job. This is my job. That sucks. That sucks to be with somebody and they're not trying to come to a fashion show because they don't care about fashion. Or you not trying to go to wherever they do, whatever they doing. You don't want to go because that's your job. But we a team. This a relationship. I need to know what you doing, what you liking, and why you like it. Why you like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you learn your person. You can't be with somebody and somebody be your person and you're not willing to learn what make them tick. So basically this video is just, I get so many questions about marriage and me and relationships, and at this point I can't compromise who I am. And that's where I'm at on a relationship standpoint. Like, I can't compromise who I am. It's so much stuff that I don't like that I kind of like be like on some shit. Like, I'll almost be by myself for the rest of my life before I compromise on shit that I don't like. Because it's not worth it to me. It's not worth me not being content within the team. Because this is a team. It's not worth me not being content within the team to please somebody else, because I don't give a damn what you look, how fine you is, because they be out here and they be fine. They be fine, men and women. Like, it ain't just they be fine. Don't get caught up in that because they fine shit. You gonna be a couple years later like, damn, this fine motherfucker's retarded. This fine ass girl ain't got common sense. God gave a grasshopper. This fine ass nigga ain't got no work ethic. This fine ass nigga can't provide nothing. You know what I'm saying? Can't provide peace, common sense, phone bill, light bill. You can't do nothing. Like, and fellas, stop calling females gold diggers because they expect you to provide. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't fucking with no nigga that can't provide. I'm sorry. Call it what you want to call it. I ain't doing it. So stop calling women gold diggers because they not willing to settle for less. If you used to sleeping with women that don't require nothing from you, keep sleeping with them kind of women. And leave women alone that expect more. Like, when a woman expect more, that's her standard. You can't be mad at somebody's standard. That's just like with a dude. Y'all ain't gonna be with a woman. If you into oral sex, you not gonna be with no woman that don't give head. Let's just be honest. So if you're not gonna be with a woman that ain't gonna do that, Why a woman need to be with a nigga that's or a dude that's not going to provide? Like, nobody, no. Mm-mm. Don't compromise on what was not compromisable. Like, a man not providing is not a compromise for me. You snoring at night, compromise. You can't help with a bill, not a compromise. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. You not willing to experiment in the bedroom, not a compromise. That's for nobody. That's across the board. That's across the board. That's for men, women. If we can't work out the things that is needed in a relationship, hey, exit stage left. So, y'all just keep in mind that if y'all are trying to be in a relationship or y'all are in a relationship, if you are compromising too much of what you love, you might need to rethink what you got going on. If you can't be who you are and within your relationship, you need to rethink what you have going on. Always love yourself first. No matter how long you've been in a relationship, no matter how long or short the relationship has been, love yourself first. And you can be in a relationship, you can have kids, you can have husband, wife, whatever. Still love yourself first, because your family cannot thrive if you're not happy. If you're not happy, it's going to be chaos all the time. It's going to be unnecessary arguments all the time because you ain't happy. Take time to do something for you, whether it be just sit outside or just go for a run or just do something that you love. Do it by yourself. Sometimes you can figure out some things about yourself that you forgot about or didn't even know was even there. Just being by yourself and just having that peace. Don't compromise your peace for a relationship. Don't compromise that, because as soon as you start compromising the things that are great and amazing about yourself, you are no longer great and amazing. You're basic. You are what everybody else is. Be who you want to be and be who you are. Don't be what society makes you feel like you should be, or what your spouse or what your boyfriend make you feel like you should be. He started talking to you for a reason, because he liked whatever you had to offer. Don't change that. Don't give that up. Just like the same reason we like dudes for certain reasons. Don't try to change that person. Don't try to change a man to fit your mold, and don't try to change a woman to fit your mold. If y'all don't work together with who you guys are, if y'all can't make it work with who you guys are and how you guys are, maybe it just don't work. And that's just how that go. So like I always say, this video may not be for everybody. Everybody may not like it, and that's cool. That's fine. But please, you can still like it, you can still share, and you can still comment. Listen, I'm taking all the comments. If anybody has any questions or would like to be on this channel, please DM me at Pretty Brown Obsession 1. Make sure you add the 1 at the end, because you do know I was hacked. So make sure you add that 1 at the end of Pretty Brown Obsession. DM me any questions. Please comment at the bottom. I will do my best to get back to you guys. Like, share, and subscribe.